YouTube. I look a little crazy because I just finished filming some self-tapes. It's 3 o'clock right now and I started around 12:30-ish with like setting up and doing everything. I just wanted to sit and kind of decompress after filming my self-tapes. I tied my hair up because I was dancing and really sweaty and now I look crazy, but got that. Got my Laducas still on, which I'm gonna take off while I talk to you. And I was just uploading all my videos that I took to my computer, which I'm thrilled with. It was not like a million takes of everything, which is a thing that I would do where I would be filming self-tapes and get mad at myself and take a million takes of everything and like stress over it and not let it go smoothly and calmly. And I would have so much footage on my computer and so many bloopers of the self-tape that I filmed that it was just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm trying to, since Ohio, not do that. I think specifically part of that was caused by the fact that I'm filming in my own space, in my own home, that I have as much time as I possibly want to film my self-tape. If I was renting a studio space, then I would have the allotted specific time that I had bought the studio space for and would only be able to use that time. And that was what I was doing in Ohio for the self-tapes that I filmed while I was on contract there, was I had a studio space that was across from the theater that I had booked for 2 hours and would have that 2 hours to film as many self-tapes as I needed to do. There was one day where it was, I think, 4 different self-tapes that I was filming, and it was like 3 combos and 2 songs. Also before a 2-show day, that I needed to time myself out well, that I'd be able to get everything done, get enough sufficient takes that were good and enough that had variety that I could choose from, and get it all finished before having to run back over to the theater to do 2 shows. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm trying to take into the mentality of self-tapes while I'm back in New York. And today's like the first day where I'm like, okay, today is a self-tape filming day for this one specific thing. I was looking at it and I was like, I can audition for the ensemble, which I'm going to, which is, it's a dance show. But then I was looking at the roles and I was like, you know what? They're looking for understudies for 2 of the younger female roles that are like my age range. So why not? Why not film the material for it, challenge myself to learn new material, learn new songs, do some lines, have Sean help me with scenes. And yeah, and it felt good to like challenge myself to do that, even though it's not really a challenge. I know I can do it, but to be like confident in myself, to be like, yeah, why wouldn't I submit for these? Like, you never know what'll happen. It could be that I'm exactly what they're looking for an understudy or for the actual role. You never know. Doing something different too, trying to challenge myself more with like more material, different material, things that I wouldn't normally look at as I'm getting older and moving into different types of roles and things like that, and the way that I view myself as an actor. Trying to challenge myself into doing that more and making it not feel like a challenge. But in the realm of like filming for self-tapes, I feel like something that I would always do previously, especially like mid-pandemic when it felt like there was no end in sight and there wasn't a job and it just felt like endless, I would be filming self-tapes. And there's one in particular that I remember. It was the one that went viral on TikTok for the Muni's Legally Blonde in 2021, I think. That dance combo was so hard and so fast, and I thought I had it when I learned it and then realized when I was filming it that I didn't. That for filming that one combo that was maybe 30 seconds, it took me 2.5 hours and an outfit change because I sweat through my shirt, and I literally had to stop filming it for a while because I got so frustrated with myself not getting it right. And that is not the mentality I'm bringing into filming self-tapes anymore. Focus on the details when it comes to the song, the lines, the dancing, all that kind of stuff. And then if it's not going right, don't stress about it. Figure out what it is that's not going right and then fix it. And obviously that comes with time, but like I feel like I'm doing that pretty well and better. Just a good mentality to have, to be like, okay, it's not a stressful situation. It's singing and dancing and playing pretend. And even with this one that I filmed today, there was one tiny little step in the dance bit that I kept getting wrong, and I was like, why do I keep getting this wrong? And then had to just go, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Mess it up the second time. Okay, great. Why do I keep messing that up? Oh, it's because I keep moving too quickly. And then when I got it, I was like, okay, that was so simple. Why did I mess it up? But also I didn't need to stress about it because it's one tiny little step and it shouldn't be a stressful situation. I was trying to take that mentality besides just self-tapes into audition. I feel like I just need to not overthink things, and overthinking self-tapes, auditions, all that kind of stuff can be like the downfall of all of it. And I have some more auditions coming up in person next week that I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna go in and have fun. And if they like me, they'll call me back. If they don't, that's fine. I'm just trying to stay positive throughout the audition process and be like, well, you know what? I just did a show and now I have that new on my resume. I now have something else that I can show casting directors and people and everybody like that, that I've done something new and I have more experience and I'm confident and ready for the job and would love for them to hire me. Right now I'm feeling really good about auditions and things like that. Obviously there's like the time where I'm like, nothing's happening, there's no self-tapes, because this is like the first day of self-taping I've had in quite a bit, because I feel like things are starting to be more in person and it's hard to get an appointment for certain things as a non-union actor. So just kind of hoping and praying that there will be an availability as a non-union actor at an equity call. So that's also a little bit where I'm like trying to keep myself positive, being like, you know what? It's not meant to be that one. If I didn't get the appointment, it wasn't meant to be. And it'll come back around next year for the next season of show. While I was sitting here, just thought I'd sit and chat while I took off my shoes. And now I need to go eat something. I am very hungry, and then edit these tapes and send them over. And yeah, but just thought I would sit here and chat a little bit. I've also been like enjoying making YouTube videos again, which has been really nice. I haven't been like, oh god, I have no content to make. I'm like, you know what, I could just sit in front of my camera and talk. So hoping that also stays, along with this like good positive mentality around auditions. I hope I'm keeping this like good positive mentality around filming YouTube videos. Don't really know if any of this made any sense, but just again, rambling, sitting, talking, chillaxing. Thank you so much for watching DFTBA, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.